Hello there! Today we are going to study the last part of our course. From my point of view, this is the most interesting part. This is creating Python plugins in the QGIS. This part will be divided into two videos. In the first one, we will go through the creating process. We will work only with the user interface, so it would be no code in this video. And in the second part, we will go through the structure of the Python plugin and we will show how to create it on Python. And let's start. First of all, let's see what we will do in these videos. Let's see the plugin that we have prepared. So here it is. This is a button, and as you can see, this is the dockable widget. So it could be in the different part of the screen. You can change its location, so we can put it here. And the logic of this widget is very simple. There are two inputs, the latitude and the longitude, and one button. Open Google Maps. So, as you can understand, we will open the Google Maps in these coordinates. Let's click on it. And here it is. As you can see in the link, we can see these coordinates, this latitude and this longitude that we've seen in the QGIS. For example, let's change a little bit, something like this, and let's open. Here it is. Here are new coordinates. So we see our goal and let's reach it. First of all, what do we need to create a plugin? We need to use two plugins. The first one is Plugin Builder and the second one is Plugin Reloader. So let's install them. We need to go to the Plugins menu, Manage and Install Plugins, and here we can type Plugin Builder and install it, and Plugin Reloader. And we also need to install it. So first of all, we will use Plugin Builder. Let's click on it, and here we need to fill all these forms. For example, something like this. As you can see, there is a class name, it should be one word. The plugin name could be several words, anything you want. The description, the model name should be lowercase using underlines, and we can click Next. Here is just a short description of your plugin. The next step is rather important. So we need to choose what kind of plugin we will create. They could be the button with the dialog window, the button with the dockable widget, and the processing provider. So in our case, we need to create the button with the dockable widget. Then you need to create some text for this plugin. It's like the text for the menu item, then the menu of this plugin. So it could be plugins, raster, vector. Let's choose the plugins menu and dock widget area, left, right, top and bottom. For example, let's use top. Then we just click Next. Here we can turn on or turn off some checkboxes. In the test mode, we do not need them if you want to publish your plugin in the future, so I suppose you need them. Let's click Next. So this is needed only for publication. So if you want to publish your plugin, you need to fill these rows, your repository address, your homepage address, and so on and so on. But if you do not need to publish your plugin, you create it for yourself or for your company, just for local use, you do not need to fill these rows. And let's click Next. Here you need to choose the folder where the plugin will be created for the first time, and let's click Generate. Sometimes after that on different computers you can see such message, such kind of problem, but in this video I will show you how to solve these problems, how to go through it, and let's click OK. Here it is. We have the results of creating our first plugin in the QGIS. What do you need to remember from this window? Of course, you need to save all these steps. And the main thing you need to remember is this path. So this is the path to all your plugins that are installed in the QGIS. Of course, I will show you how to get this path if you forget it, for example. So let's press OK. And now let's open the folder where we've created our plugin. Here it is, my new plugin folder. And inside it, we see all the structure of the Python plugin. Here we can change the icon of our plugin. So we just need to create in this folder icon.png file. Of course we have the default one, but I suppose it is useful to change it. So let's copy here a new PNG file and just rename it. Here it is. And now we need to compile our resources.py file. So let's do it in the terminal. Let's open it and change the path to this folder. So let's write py rcc5 resources.py and resources.qrc. Let's press enter, and as we could see, the file resources.py was created. So here it is, and right now we have our own Python plugin. Let's copy it to the path of the all Python plugins in the QGIS on your computer. If you forget those paths that was in the window after compiling your plugin, you can use this way to find it. Just click Processing, Toolbox, and in the Python menu you can use Open Existing Script. And here you will see the folder of the QGIS with some Python scripts. You need the Python folder, and here is the plugins folder, expressions and plugins. And you can click right button on this folder, show in Finder, and here it is. And here is your plugins folder. We need to paste here your new plugin. So let's copy all folder and paste it here. Now we need just to restart our QGIS. So we've restarted our QGIS project, and let's go to the plugins and manage and install plugins. Let's type my plugin, and here it is, your first plugin. So you just type the name of your plugin, find it, and click on the checkbox near the plugin's name. So here it is. Let's close this window. So this is your plugin. It was created by yourself, and now let's change the user interface of your plugin. For doing it, you need to go to your plugins folder. Let's go to the folder of all QGIS plugins, and we will change your plugin on the fly. So we will see changes with the minimum actions from our side. We will update our plugin using plugin reloader. So let's go to the folder. Here we can see our folder with our plugin. Let's use it. And to change the user interface of your plugin, you need just to double click on the UI file. So let's do it. And here are our plugin. So let's change the size of this window. First of all, you need to think about a logic of your plugin, about the architecture of the user interface. Of course, we know what we do. We need to use two inputs, two text near these inputs, and one button. So let's delete the default element and add some elements we need. First of all, let's add button here. Then let's add two line edits. And then let's add two labels. Let's change its size. First of all, we've created the user interface of our plugin. Of course, we can see here lots of options. You can change them, you can manage them, but the second main thing here is Object Inspector. If you do not have this one, you can press View menu and click Object Inspector. And in this menu, you can see all your components. So the first label, the second label, line edits, and push button. Using these names, we will get these objects, the components of the user interface from Python. So we can change these names. So let's change the text of labels and the text on a button. We're ready. Let's save our interface. And right now in the QGIS, we do not need to restart it. We just need to click on the plugin reloader. So first of all, we need to configure it. We need to choose the plugin to reload, and let's click OK. And then just click on this arrow. We see the successful message, and let's open our plugin. And here it is. As you remember, this is the dockable widget, so you can put it here. And here it looks a little bit better. So for today that's it. We've studied how to create a plugin using Plugin Builder, how to change its icon, how to change its interface, and how to update the plugin using Plugin Reloader. And in the next video, we will go to the Python code, we will understand its structure, and we will write the main logic of this plugin. So feel free to write comments under this video, to send us your feedback, and subscribe on this channel.